literally just a couple of days after Donald Trump ordered Pam Bondi to start indicting his political opponents. It has indeed happened, and the breaking news is that Jim Comey is, in fact, being indicted for, I mean, we could fill in what they're saying, but yes, something, anything, whatever. And it's interesting because there was this headline earlier today, Pam Bondi has reservations about doing it. And I said on the show, well, in every instance in which her supposed values have gone up against what Trump is ordering her to do, how exactly has that worked out? She's a loyalist. That's all she is. None of these people have any principles, values. It doesn't matter what they've said. It doesn't matter how clear they've been on a particular thing. They now just do whatever Donald Trump wants them to do. That's how they got the job. That's how they keep the job. And it's just so ridiculous that, not that Trump said he'd be ending, the weaponization of the government and, going after your political opponents or anything. That's not really ridiculous because we never trusted that he meant any of that. But that, some of his voters pretended to believe him. No, we want an end to it. They never believe that. They know exactly who he is, and more importantly, they want him to do exactly this. They want weaponization of the government. They want a government that's going to exclusively go after its political opponents because they have been so propagandized to that they've come to the conclusion that Jim Comey is in fact their enemy too. He's not. It's ridiculous, but they believe it. And so they will cheer this. And Donald Trump gets his distraction, of course. Maybe this is a day or two where Fox News gets to fill the airways with this rather than, maybe considering having to acknowledge inflation, that sort of thing. What looks like the buildup towards possibly a war with Venezuela. So for a president who is going to help, working class Americans with the economy, and he was anti-war, not doing literally any of that. He has directly contradicted everything he claimed he would do. And the cost for that is potentially Jim Comey's freedom, I guess. Now, I imagine he won't end up in actual prison because at least some of the lower courts don't seem fully deferential to Donald Trump just yet. But it's ridiculous how far we've gone, how fast we've gone to this dark place where he can just accidentally Truth Social a DM message saying, I want this political opponent taken out, and it happens. Or I want Jimmy Kimmel taken off the air, and it happens. Almost instantly. And all of those right-wingers in the media and much of his base are this doesn't matter that this is directly contradictory to everything he said he would do when he was running. I'm okay with this. This is actually just fine.